On February 12, 2025, the world was stunned to learn that Morgan Freeman, one of the greatest icons of cinema, had passed away forever. He was not only a talented actor but also someone who had won the hearts of millions of audiences through his emotional and profound performances. Over the decades, Morgan Freeman had become a voice of influence not just on screen but also in real life, where he used his platform to raise awareness about many important social issues. That morning, soft sunlight streamed through the green leaves in Morgan Freeman's garden. He woke up early, as was his daily habit, to enjoy a cup of hot tea and jot down his thoughts in his notebook. Those peaceful moments in nature always helped him find calm and inspiration for new artistic projects. He once said that every day is an opportunity to explore, to learn, and to contribute more to society. He cherished every moment because he knew life was short and precious. Today, he had planned a memorial event for young artists, aiming to provide them with a platform to showcase their talents. Morgan Freeman had always been passionate about the younger generation. He believed that art was a way for people to connect with each other and to create positive change in society. The event was not only an opportunity for him to share his experiences but also to inspire young people searching for meaning in life. Upon arriving at Central Park, where the event was to take place, he felt uplifted to see a large crowd of fans and young artists eagerly waiting. They were all anticipating each moment to hear from one of their greatest idols. The life of Morgan Freeman was filled with compassion and passion. His image always nurtured a love for art among future generations. He stepped onto the stage, the lights shining upon him, highlighting the presence of a legend. "Hello everyone," he began in a warm and soulful voice. "Today, we are here to celebrate dreams, unfulfilled aspirations, and to connect with one another through art." He recounted beautiful memories of working with young artists, who had become his companions over the years. He encouraged them to relentlessly pursue their passions. "The most important thing is not where you stand in life, but what you have gone through and what you have learned from it." The atmosphere of the ceremony was filled with excitement but also tinged with a sense of anxiety. Everyone looked at Morgan Freeman with eager eyes. He had often said that if you have passion and perseverance, nothing is unattainable. But at that moment, the unthinkable happened. He paused, his face suddenly pale, and his legs began to tremble. His words faltered, his gaze became unfocused, and then he collapsed on stage. Silence was abruptly shattered by screams and chaos from the crowd. People panicked and rushed to help, eyes filled with concern. No one dared to believe that something terrible could happen to someone they cherished and admired. Although medical personnel quickly arrived and did their best, fate had been sealed. Morgan Freeman had passed away, leaving a significant void not only in the hearts of his fans but also in the entire film industry. When the news of his death was announced, tears flowed freely. Media outlets ran updates, replaying moments from his illustrious career. Social media exploded with tribute posts, each one becoming a touching story about the impact he had made in people's hearts. Friends and colleagues from within and outside the film industry expressed their sorrow and gratitude in unison. The story of Morgan Freeman was not just a story of artistic talent but also of a noble character. Photos with him, heartfelt messages from those who had worked alongside him, and the memories they shared all painted a vivid picture of his life. A person who had lived fully with passion and continuously sought to inspire others. "Morgan showed me the beauty of art and the power of compassion," a colleague shared. "I will never forget the lessons he taught me." In the flow of memories and sorrow, fans from around the globe came together to hold numerous memorials. These events not only provided space to share grief but also gave an opportunity to celebrate the artistic legacy he left behind. In many theaters, screenings of classic films like The Shawshank Redemption, Driving Miss Daisy, and $1 Million Baby were organized. Older audiences, who had experienced those films for the first time, eagerly returned, while younger viewers found inspiration in the powerful messages he conveyed. Morgan Freeman's funeral was held in solemnity and respect. A respectful crowd gathered to bid farewell to someone they viewed as an idol, a significant motivator for their own careers. Friends from Hollywood, along with the young artists he had once helped, were present at the ceremony. One by one, they stood up, recounting touching stories about Morgan, memories that reflected friendship and gratitude. A young actress did not hesitate to express her appreciation. Morgan was not just an actor. He was a mentor who always stood by me in my moments of need. I will always remember the times he encouraged me to overcome my fears and be true to myself. Tears flowed freely, but the audience felt that every story and every cherished memory was a valuable lesson he left behind. As the farewell music played, everyone lit candles, creating a sacred atmosphere where the light from the candles symbolized his undying spirit. In the silence, people sat and reflected on the life of Morgan Freeman, a life dedicated to art, love, and human connection. Not only had Morgan Freeman departed, but he also left behind an irreplaceable artistic legacy for the world. Time would pass, but the works he created would continue to be preserved and honored. Artistic programs and memorial events continue to be organized in tribute to him, providing another chance for young artists to discover the light in their own passions. Morgan Freeman lived as an artist and passed away as a symbol, leaving a priceless legacy for those who cherished art. The world lost a great artist, but what Morgan Freeman left for future generations was a message of love, patience, and compassion. His story will continue to be told, as an endless source of inspiration, like a beacon illuminating those searching for their passions and purpose in life. He taught us that life is not about what we possess but about what we empathize with, the experiences we share, and the stories we tell. Morgan Freeman will always be a part of a greater flow, one of humanity, creativity, and the desire to live. He was not just an actor but also a creator who contributed to transforming the world with his voice and art. Like a precious gem in the treasury of human cinema, he pieced together the fragments of life, creating a vibrant picture of what humanity can achieve when they are determined to live true to themselves. From cinematic works to the next generations he inspired, Morgan Freeman will forever live in the hearts of many, like a brilliant lighthouse guiding humanity through the storms of life. His image will remain everlasting, reminding us that every moment matters, that every dream is worth pursuing, and that art is an inseparable part of the flow of existence. Though Morgan has departed, the mystery of life and art that he left behind will forever create ripples in the hearts and souls of those who love him. He is an indispensable part of our cultural landscape and will always be remembered as an artist who lived with passion, love, and dedication, with his heart always turned toward others. Morgan Freeman, a name, a spirit. Each of us alive will always carry him in our hearts. Morgan Freeman was born into a family with a cultural tradition. His father was a woodworker, and his mother was a teacher. The family had 4 children, and although they were not wealthy, he always felt he grew up surrounded by love and support. Morgan's parents instilled in him profound lessons about ethics, hard work, and kindness from a young age. As a boy, Morgan often faced challenges due to racism. Memphis in the 1940s and 1950s was a land of social injustice, and Morgan witnessed the divide among races, which left a deep impression on him. However, he did not let these hardships deter his aspirations. Instead, he chose art as an escape and a means to express himself. While participating in school art activities, Morgan unexpectedly discovered his passion for acting. He regularly took part in performances, and those around him recognized his talent from a young age. The feeling of being inspired and recognized led him to decide to pursue a career in the arts. After graduating high school, Morgan Freeman decided to enlist in the United States Air Force. This was a decision that not only provided him with life experience but also gave him the opportunity to explore himself. During his time in the military, he participated in performances that helped him gain a deeper understanding of acting and the arts. He became part of cultural programs within the military, and from there, his passion for the arts grew even stronger. Upon returning from the armed forces, Morgan decided to seriously pursue his dream of acting. He enrolled at the Black Arts School of Arts and Architecture in Los Angeles. However, the path to showbiz was not as easy as he described. Morgan faced many challenges, from small roles in commercials and sitcoms to failed auditions. At that time, the film industry was still rife with barriers due to racism. Morgan struggled to break free from the shadow of his identity. However, he never gave up. He continued to search for new opportunities and invested time in honing his skills. Morgan's career came with many difficult phases. In the 1960s, along with other African American actors, he had to fight for rights and recognition in a predominantly white world. Many times, he was unjustly denied roles simply because of his skin color, which made him feel indignant and hurt. However, these painful experiences ignited a stronger motivation within him. Morgan began to view life differently. He learned from his own suffering and was determined not to allow it to define him. He started to write about his emotions and experiences, sharing stories and messages through his artistic works. This not only helped him express himself but also sparked a desire for change. After years of hard work and relentless effort, Morgan Freeman made his first strides in his career. Thanks to his talent and perseverance, he gradually built his reputation as a promising actor. This opened doors to larger opportunities in the future. The Shawshank Redemption, 1994. Morgan Freeman portrayed Ellis Red Redding, a stoic, intelligent, and experienced prisoner who had spent over 2 decades behind bars. The film was not just about gaining freedom but also offered valuable lessons about spiritual freedom and friendship. Morgan showcased the gentility of his character's soul, earning admiration and affection from audiences. The wonderful collaboration between Morgan and Tim Robbins created an unforgettable on-screen friendship. Driving Miss Daisy, 1989. Morgan played Hoke Colburn, a driver for wealthy Jewish widow Miss Daisy, played by Jessica Tandy. Their relationship started with rejection and distance, but over time evolved into a profound friendship that made audiences acutely aware of the societal shifts from decade to decade. This role earned Morgan an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, laying an important foundation for his career. $1 Million Baby, 2004. Morgan portrayed Eddie Dupree, a strong yet emotional boxing coach. The film explored dreams, perseverance, and courage amid adversity. With a tight script and superb performances, Morgan deeply depicted the loves and sorrows of the boxer. The Oscar for Best Supporting Actor that Morgan received once again affirmed his innate talent. Morgan's diligence and effort made him a leading figure in acting. During film shoots, Morgan consistently demonstrated professionalism and a positive attitude. One famous story from The Shawshank Redemption is when Morgan helped Tim Robbins during challenging scenes. When Tim struggled with his portrayal of Andy Dufresne, Morgan took the time to discuss and encourage him. This support helped Tim deliver an outstanding performance. Morgan also had joyful memories while filming Driving Miss Daisy. In one scene, he and Jessica Tandy shared a humorous conversation about driving, creating a friendly and joyful atmosphere on set. They became close friends, and this relationship extended beyond the film into real life. Morgan Freeman consistently impressed colleagues and audiences not just with his talent but also with his character. One renowned artist, Denzel Washington, once stated, Morgan is a living icon. He's not just an outstanding actor, but also a friend, a mentor, and a man with a kind heart. Morgan was celebrated for his ability to convey emotions naturally and authentically. His tone, calm demeanor, and deep gaze created the image of a wise and compassionate man in the eyes of viewers. Audiences loved him not only for his polished appearance but also for the profound messages he conveyed. Morgan had gone through 3 marriages in his life, and despite the ups and downs, he always cherished the memories and lessons from each relationship. He married Jeanette Adair Bradshaw in 1967 and had 2 children, Dina and Morgana. This marriage lasted 12 years before they divorced. Morgan felt deeply saddened by the divorces but maintained good relationships with his children. Later, he married Myrna Colley Lee in 1984, which brought him stability and happiness in his career. However, they divorced in 2010. Despite facing many challenges in love and marriage, Morgan always tried to be a role model for his children and guide them into life with fundamental values. Not only a father, Morgan was a beloved grandfather. Time spent with his grandchildren became precious moments he cherished. He often dedicated time to play, read, and tell stories to them, creating memorable family experiences. Family has always been a strong foundation for Morgan Freeman. He remembers his childhood days with his mother, who instilled in him a love for books and learning. His mother encouraged him to pursue his artistic dreams and discover new things in life. The profound conversations between them shaped Morgan's thoughts and educational network. His father, with a tough demeanor, taught Morgan the value of hard work and perseverance. Morgan learned that nothing comes easily. All success carries with it great effort. He once shared, "My father was someone who stepped back and showed me how to create a life worth living." In Morgan's memories, holidays were the most cherished times. Every year, during Christmas, the family would gather for a warm dinner, where they cooked together and shared memories. He vividly remembers those moments, where everyone would huddle around the Christmas tree, singing traditional songs and laughing together. Morgan also treasured family trips. He journeyed to explore cultures and scenery in many places, from major cities to far-off rural areas. These experiences not only bonded the family but also broadened his perspective on life and the people around him. Morgan always encouraged his children and grandchildren to engage in artistic and athletic activities, providing opportunities for them to explore themselves. He organized family gatherings for everyone to share their passions, including watching movies, discussing notable works of art, and participating in community activities together. Morgan Freeman is not only famous for his impressive roles but also for his philanthropic activities. He believes that artists have a responsibility not just to their art but also to their community. Morgan established a charitable foundation in his name to support educational and developmental projects for underprivileged children. He has contributed to many nonprofit organizations, not only in the U.S. but in many other countries as well. He frequently visits schools and community centers to inspire younger generations. He holds a strong belief that education is the key to changing the future, and he dedicates much time to encouraging children to continue learning and striving for their dreams. During his travels, Morgan met many underprivileged children and took the time to listen to their stories. One of the most touching stories for him was when he met a boy in an orphanage who dreamed of becoming a doctor. Morgan decided to support the boy's tuition so he could pursue his dream. He told the boy, "As long as you believe in yourself, you can do anything." Morgan Freeman isn't shy about speaking out on pressing social issues such as racism, human rights, and inequality. He has participated in various TV programs and documentaries to discuss these issues, always filtering his emotions when sharing his views. He participated in the documentary series, Through the Wormhole, where he interviewed many scientists and philosophers about humanity's big questions, from the universe to human existence. Morgan believed that science and art can combine to create deeper insights into the human condition. In recent years, Morgan has assisted many disaster relief organizations and often launched fundraising campaigns to support those affected by environmental disasters. He once declared, "We cannot remain silent in the face of injustice, we must act." Morgan Freeman has become a role model for many, not just as an actor but also as a social activist. He is frequently invited to speak at workshops and schools, where he shares his life stories and encourages the younger generation to pursue their dreams. Many young artists acknowledge Morgan's influence on them. Some have expressed that it was his films and messages that inspired them to pursue the arts. Morgan has become a symbol of perseverance and compassion, someone whom many can look up to and learn from. Every time he appears on screen or in television shows, he conveys a positive message about life, about the importance of empathy and compassion. These things continually awaken the younger generation's realization that they can change the world in their own way. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to give me more motivation to create even better videos in the future. See you in the